Rejoice, for a new character is brought into the world, ready to take on new challenges and trailblaze their way through this new life. Well, not quite as dramatic as a character death, creating a character, more specifically, a unique backstory, requires significantly more creative and emotional investment on the player's part. Faced with a mountain of questions, there are those that pump them out as fast as an assembly line, while others savor and toil over the most minute details. In the case of a single player system or title, you are the chosen one, the hero of renown, fated to conquer all in your path. Your destiny set, and it's played throughout the main quest line. Ironically, even the most hideous, blister-stricken hunchback monstrosity in the character select screen could woo the most powerful and attractive of mates, so long as you choose the correct dialogue options. When all is said and done, your character is then hailed or dreaded, but always immortalized, long after turning off the game or packing up the box. In essence, backstory is already created for you. But in the world of tabletop and party-driven dynamics, it really becomes a whole different game entirely. Now, your backstory and the art of maintaining narrative consistency between the backstory and the way that you actually portray your character becomes the difference between being a rich, deep, emotionally respected party member, a mysterious, flirtatious paragon of bardic legend that beds anything on two legs, or the mustache twirling, sinister schemer of the group. Every detail can be made in favor of or scrutinized against you. How much you wish to divulge is completely up to you. A few words here, three-page backstory there. But as someone who frequently struggles with conjuring a hearty story, come up with 3 tips for nailing the process. Tip 1, dig deep. This is someone you're going to be playing with for some time. Be ashamed not to actually enjoy the journey with them. Get excited, meticulously craft their origin story towards something you wanted to see or try playing out. Ideas just naturally bubble up if you give yourself time to reflect and explore your feelings. For instance, using a character with a sentient weapon could create a sort of symbiotic relationship, which is a fantastic way of creating extra dialogue for yourself and also practicing your impromptu abilities. If you're grasping at straws for ideas, you can use mental anchors such as symbolism, duality, contrast, or even wildly abstract concepts like the void, life, infinity, entropy, space, time, and reality. I mean, heck, in our Year of the Horse campaign, the front page even tells you some great context to work with. Characters who feel, and I quote, connected to land, faith, ancestry, duty, old stories, wandering, service, or hidden knowledge will be especially at home in this campaign. A gold mine of things to work off of. So in the world of stories, there's no wrong answer. And every combination of love, hate, victory, and tragedy tends to create something new. Number 2, flaws. Lots of flaws, like 2 scoops of flaws in your raisin bran. The best characters are those with trait, personality, or purely mechanical flaws. Your DM will appreciate having some kind of foothold to explore ways of putting your character in the spotlight and provide situations that are meaningful to your character and by extension to you as the player. Imperfections provide new ways of thinking through these tough situations, and you might be pleasantly surprised the members of your party can also mitigate your flaws without you even knowing, just by virtue of partying together. Likewise, your flaws might end up helping others, giving them the opportunity to step up and shine to carry the team through a very particularly tricky or dangerous skill check. The more specific your flaws, the better. And always remember, not a bug, it's a feature. Tip number 3, research, research, research. Say that there are enough books and reference materials to account for every combination a person can think of, would still be understating. If we clock the time starting at the era of Gary Gygax, there's about 60 years worth of time you can tap into. You can choose the beginnings of an idea, just crack open a book, and you may very well find a wondrous item, a familiar, or an NPC that just tends to align perfectly. And then from there, sparks your imagination. And in your research, never be afraid of tossing out ideas and starting over. Make the material fit to your needs, build off or build around it, and spend your time weaving those elements together. There really is no sense reinventing the wheel because even a 10% alteration pretty much makes it unique enough. So, with the tips out of the way, allow me to invite you to follow along and build a short backstory together in the style of a cookbook recipe. Take one Northlander male, slowly fold them into a fledgling teenager, in a coming of age story that proves his worth as a man to his seafaring culture. Sprinkle in some flame licked hair to match his fiery personality. Add a dash of extra endurance and athletics to their stats, match their ferocity, drinking power of the dwarves. Whisk up potential love interest. Well, you can't see that, sorry. uh, a love interest of theirs that's secretly also either swooning over them or is of another race that needs them to work extra hard to win over their hand in marriage. Pepper in a rival in either the fields of academics, social standing, or the art of strength and war. Add in a heartwarming bond with a steed named Sven and his lifelong animal companion that understands him in ways that others cannot. Marinate it all with a traumatic event from his parents that led him down the path of barbarianism. Set aside in the fridge until it's ready to cook. And my friend, you now have yourself a bona fide, certified backstory. Hope this helps when coming up with your character. And no matter what you do end up coming with, just know the group will always work with it and turn it into something fun and special for everyone. Thank you.